Hello, everybody, and welcome. Give me just 1 minute to get my screen up. Show video panel. My apologies. Well, welcome everybody. It is Friday night, night 3 of the 53rd Annual American Wine Society Virtual Conference. We are so glad that all of you are participating here with us tonight. Tonight we have a special treat. It's been an interesting year this year with everything going virtual, but that did not stop our Amateur and Commercial Wine Competition Committee and Director from still fulfilling another year of competitions. So I'm here to highlight and showcase the Amateur and Commercial Wine Competitions. So up next will be our Director of Competitions, Rex Bambling. Rex? Rex.
Thank you. As Diane said, it's been quite the year. But early this summer, the competition committee got on a conference call and discussed whether or not it would be feasible to have the conference, the competition in lieu of the conference. And there were a lot of trials and tribulations, but I think we did a wonderful job of it. And there are many, many people that need to be thanked for making this happen. The first is Chris Pierman, who is a Virginia winemaker. He gave us use of his event center at Effingham Manor Winery, and his people were incredibly accommodating. We shipped in over 2,000 bottles of wine, amateur and commercial, for the competition, and his people had to lug it and store it and deal with us coming in there and categorizing it and storing it. So it was quite an imposition on our part, but they were wonderful. And Al Huber and Mike Wassenberg, Kevin Ringham, really smoothed the way with the winery. We had 15 judges, and I want to thank all of them that judged some days. We rotated three panels with 3 judges per panel, and 15 judges came and populated these panels. Because we had a small group, instead of having 8 or 10 panels, normally do, 3 was our max. The first of the judges' pours. This allowed us to preserve the wine and address each bottle over several days with many different panels as we needed to ensure the integrity of the competition. The second thing we can thank Ron Natalie for. Ron put up an AWS hotspots, so there were no data entry errors. The application that he put together allowed each panel to see what scores and what medals each wine would receive. This was an extension. Ron also runs the online entry, so all the amateur winemakers that are on this call can appreciate his efforts. From Ron, we go to his wife, Margie Natalie. And Margie is our director of our competitions coordinator. And working with her was Angela Crandall, who was our backroom manager. So the two of them came up with a lot of new procedures. So that keeps the whole process flowing. Vince Williams, our amateur chair, came up with a wonderful new form that will greatly enhance what you shape, all that he put into it. Al Goober, Mike Wassenberg, and Kevin Ringham round out the commercial chairs, and amazing job. I mean,
It's still going. It seems to only be freezing for 5 seconds.
When smoothly. In Tyson's Corner was a wonderful success. And he and Al and Mike did all of the receiving of the wines there. He didn't learn his lesson because he oversaw all the wine came into FM manner over the line to turn this over to Al so that we can find out who the winners of the commercial competition were.
Great, thank you, Rex. We are very appreciative of all the wineries who participated this year. I think, as Rex was mentioning earlier, we had, I'll say we had lessened expectations going into this year because of COVID and how the competition would actually run. We weren't sure that what kind of numbers we would have on the competition, but at the end of the day, we wound up with more entries this year than we've had, at least in the past 6 years that I've been involved in the competition. So very great attendance and participation on part of the wineries. I want to thank you all for your support of the competition, and looking forward to continued participation as we move forward. I see we have 80 participants. I'm hoping that several of those participants on the call are actually from the wineries and able to appreciate the awards that are being going to be shown tonight. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started on the commercial competition award. So first award tonight is Katie, if you'll go to the next chart, will be the Best White Vinifera. So this year's Best White Vinifera award went to the 2019 Viognier from the Maggie Mallick Wine Caves in Purcellville, Virginia. So right here at home in Virginia. They wound up being the best white vinifera of the entire competition. Again, the competition entrants were from all over the country, I'll say, and expand that, in fact, to be from all over the world. In this case, we had entrants from Australia, Germany, and literally almost all the states across the country. A lot more participation this year from the Midwest, Upper Midwest, and Oregon and Washington than we'd seen in recent years. So a lot of really cross-cutting participation from across the country. So congratulations to Maggie Mallick on the Best White Vinifera. Katie, if you'll go to the next chart. The next award is for the Best Red Vinifera. So mentioned we had lots of participation across the country. The best red vinifera went to the 2016 Black Ties for Syrah. And this was from Michael Gill Cellars in Paso, Robles, California. So a big jammy Syrah out of Paso Robles. Congratulations to Michael Gill for the best red vinifera. Katie, if you go to the next chart. The best hybrid. So the best hybrid this year goes to a 2018 Brianna, and that wine was produced by Drumlin Ridge Winery in Winemakers, Wisconsin. So again, once again, showing upper Midwest, lots of participation across the country from wineries. Best hybrid for their 2018 Brianna. Congratulations to Drumlin Ridge. Katie, next chart. Best native. Best native this year was a 2017 Norton from Stonehill Winery in Hermann, Missouri. So the home, almost, I guess, depending on how you define where Norton came from, but really where Norton took off in the United States in Missouri. So congratulations to Stonehill Winery for their 2017 Norton. Katie, next chart. The best rosé this year was awarded to the 2019 Grenache Rosé from Acquiesce Winery in Acampo, California. These guys produce quite a few Rhone white wines, beautiful wines. Obviously, you see very nice packaging, and that's actually similar packaging to all their wines. Congratulations to Acquiesce on their best rosé this year. Katie, next chart. The best sparkling wine. This one was interesting. This was a 2019 Auxerrois Brut sparkling wine from Bel Lago Winery in Cedar, Michigan. So congratulations to Bel Lago. This was the first time I'd had a Auxerrois sparkling wine. Very nice, and congratulations to them on their best sparkling wine this year. Katie, next chart. Best dessert wine, the 2017 Vidal, if I can talk here, Vidal Ice Wine from Ferrante Winery in Geneva, Ohio. And I believe this is the second year running when they've won the best dessert wine in the competition. So congratulations to Ferrante on their best dessert wine this year. Katie, next chart. Best fruit wine. This wine, the 2019 Dark Cherry from Deer's Leap Winery in Geneva, Ohio. If you can imagine what a dark cherry would taste like, this would be it. Definitely a very intense, big cherry wine. Congratulations to Deer's Leap on the best fruit wine this year. Katie, next chart. The best mead. This year's best mead was the Dragon's Lair Ambrosia from Outlander's Keep in Lakewood, Washington. So those of you who appreciate a great mead, this was our winner this year for the best mead category. Katie, next chart. Best distilled spirit this year went to Trevor's own Elgin from Arizona Craft Beverage in Elgin, Arizona. So it took me a while to figure out why they were calling it Elgin until I looked at where they were from. They're from Elgin, Arizona. But this was a special gin. This truly had lots and lots of herbal characteristics in it that you would expect in a gin. Really an impressive product. So congratulations to Arizona Craft Beverage on the Trevor's own Elgin. Katie, next chart. All right, and every year we do a best of the region. Since we did the competition this year in Virginia, this year's best Virginia wine went to the best white vinifera selection, the 2019 Viognier from Maggie Mallick Wine Caves in Purcellville, Virginia. So congratulations to Maggie Mallick again for the Best of Virginia award for this year's competition. As we move around the country, next year we'll be in Atlantic City, hopefully, for the conference. So next year's Best of Region will be from New Jersey, and then year after that, I think we're planning to be out in Washington. So looking forward to those regions coming up in the coming years. All right, and big drum roll, best of show. So this year's best of show went to the 2019 Viognier from Maggie Mallick Wine Caves in Purcellville, Virginia. So congratulations to Maggie Mallick for their best of. The best of show is a panel that is judged by all our judges in the competition. And that panel is put together with all of the best of class wines poured, and the judges come to their conclusion consensus based on all those wines. This year's winner of Best of Show, Maggie Mallick's 2019 Viognier. So congratulations to Maggie Mallick once again. All right, Katie, if you go to the next chart. Each year we also highlight what we call Best of Variety. These are the best, highest ranking scores for vinifera. Specific vinifera wines that you see listed. You will note in a couple cases there were ties. So there's 2 best Rieslings, 2 best Pinots, for instance, 2 best Cab Francs, because they had tie scores at the high end. So we award them both a best of variety. They actually get a certificate from us that they can put up in their tasting room for the best of variety for the competition. But these were the best of variety for this year's competition. You can scan down through that list and see some very nice wines on that list. These results will all be posted on the commercial competition website, and I should have those posted tomorrow morning for folks to be able to go look at. The other list that we'll show is the next chart, which is the double gold winners from this year's competition. Double gold winner is when all 3 judges on the panel are all in consensus of a score of 17 or higher on the wine, and that's a gold medal score. All 3 judges give it a gold medal of 17 or higher points. When that happens, we award those wines a double gold. And in this case, you can see who all those double gold winners were for this year's competition. And I think that would be my last chart. Katie, if you'll go to the next chart. Again, I want to congratulate all of the participants in this year's competition. We have lots of awards that will be coming out. I will be sending out an email to all of the wineries who participated with their results. And if they had certificates for Best of Varietal, you'll receive that in the email from me as well. That'll be coming out this weekend from me. Then we will be getting out the medals and the paperwork in the mail to each of the wineries. That will happen over the next 3 to 5 weeks as we get all the medals processed and get them in the mail to the wineries. So be patient with us. They won't show up normally. We get them out right away. We had to actually order some more medals this year due to the number of participants. So we will be getting those out as quickly as we can, but it may take a few weeks before you see those in the mail. So congratulations again, and thank you, big thank you to all the wineries for your participation in this year's commercial competition. So with that, I now want to turn the floor over to my counterpart, Vince Williams, who is our amateur competition chair. I'll let him go through the amateur competition results. Over to you, Vince.
Thanks, Al. And I want to thank everybody, all those outstanding winemakers there that brought in all those wonderful wines for us to evaluate this year. 2020, as everybody's been saying, has been a really challenging year and did provide us the opportunity to make some of those changes. Rec mentioned some of those earlier. Having that Coravin available to us allowed us to reduce the number of bottles that we ask our amateur winemakers to provide us. We thought that was a big deal on not having to provide a large amount of your inventory is always a good thing. Also, having those people provide me the scores as quickly as possible helped turn the speed up a little bit. We had a small number of people judging, a lot of wine to judge. So having that extra few minutes of time saved between each scoring was very beneficial for this year. And we hope to continue doing that. The new scoring sheet, we're just hoping to make sure that the folks receiving our information, understand what is meant by those individual scores for each section. It's a little more clarification for them, but we're hoping they'll enjoy that. We'll get more benefit, more feedback from the winemakers. Be great, and we'll see what else we can do to improve for next year. Katie, let's go to the next slide. So we've had quite a few wines this year. We had more wines this year than we did last year. Everybody's been saying we were a little concerned, were we going to get anybody to submit any wines this year? But we had 83 winemakers submit 405 wines. Out of those 83 winemakers, 60 of those were AWS members, and 23 were still working on their membership. Katie, let's go to the next. So we had 70 entries submitted in the white vinifera category, and the winner for the best vinifera is, Katie? The 2019 Terra Alta, which was a Grenache Blanc from Timothy Valdez. And Timothy's an AWS member from Colorado. Congratulations, Timothy. Katie, next slide. Our best red vinifera, we had 184 wines submitted in the red vinifera category. So our judges had plenty of red for their dentists to work off of. Our best red vinifera is, Katie? The 2016 Cabernet Blend from Sissy and Barry St. Pierre. They're members out of Connecticut. Congratulations, Sissy and Barry. Katie? So we had 34 wines submitted in the hybrid category this year. And the winner for best hybrid is the 2019 Saval from Mickey Krause in Pennsylvania. He's one of our AWS members out in Pennsylvania. Congratulations, Mickey. Katie? Our best native. We had 18 wines submitted in the native category, and our best native went to, Katie? 2017 Concord by Tim Traxler, who's a member from Pennsylvania. Congratulations, Tim. Our best mixed. So this is a blend of various species of grapes. We had 10 wines submitted in that category. Our best mixed was the 2019 Relaxin' Red, which is a Cab Franc Chancellor Leon Milot blend coming from Michael Westman from Pennsylvania, another one of our Pennsylvania members. Congratulations, Michael. Our best rosé. We had 12 wines entered in the various rosé categories. Our best rosé for 2019 was our 2019 rosé blend of Zweigelt and Gruner Veltliner from Greg Ross, who's a member from Nevada. Congratulations, Greg. Our best fruit wine. We had 40 wines submitted in the non-grape categories. And the winner for the best fruit wine, Donnie and Betty Nettles. They're members from Florida. They have their 2019 lime wine. The AWS Educational Foundation also awards the Les Sperling Fruit Award winner for the amateur competition for the best fruit wine. And so this wine is the winner as well. So congratulations, Donnie and Betty. And thank you to the AWS Educational Foundation for your support of the amateur winemakers. Katie? So we had 23 wines submitted in the dessert categories. So our best dessert is a 2019 raspberry dessert wine, again from Mickey Krause out in Pennsylvania. Our best mead, we had 9 meads this year submitted from amateur winemakers or mead makers. And the best mead is a 2018 vanilla and orange mead from Robert Jochumsen and Rex Johnson. They're members from California. Congratulations, gentlemen. Our best sparkling wine. We had 5 wines submitted in the sparkling categories. And our best sparkling for this year was a 2018 Comanche, which is a sparkling Gewürztraminer from Timothy Valdez from Colorado. Congratulations. So we also categorize, give out awards for if the winemaker is also your vineyard manager. In this case, we had 69 wines that were submitted that were estate grown. And this year we actually had a tie. So a 2018 Chateau Terra, which is a Tempranillo from James Harding. He's not currently a member, but we'll work on him. He's from New Mexico. And the 2018 Estate White, which is Cayuga Vignoles and St. Pepin from Michael Westman, who is a member from Pennsylvania. Congratulations, gentlemen. So many people start out in the kit wine and progress into doing grapes. Some try different things using kit wines. So we actually want to see what we can get out of those, how well the judges or how well the winemakers can produce wines. So we do give an award for the best kit wine. And we had 35 kit wines submitted this year. And our best wine is, Katie, next. She's stalling.
Hang on, I'm sorry.
It's more suspenseful that way. So the best kit wine for 2020 was our 2018 Raspberry Mocha Dessert from Mark Stevenson, a member from Florida. Congratulations, Mark. So every year we ask winemakers if they wish to create either themselves or somebody on their team, be creative, provide a lot of information to us, make it really clear to the judges, and maybe have something that's really a little bit of pizzazz to it. And this year, the best label went to a 2019 MUS-ateer cat, which is a black muscat by Dean Scott. He's a member from Pennsylvania. Congratulations. And it actually does look like that on the bottle. It's one of the few bottles I stole from the competition. So we did have 3 double golds this year, 9 golds, 92 silvers, and 210 bronze. Hence the reason why making the competition director go out and buy more medals. So congratulations to all those members that and winemakers that actually have earned these various medals, and we'll have those out to you as soon as possible. I have a big box of stuff to mail off to the national office so that we can combine it all out and get it out to you. Let's go out to our next slide. Now, of course, I'm drawing this out. We're trying to make this thing last, forever. But our next session doesn't start until tomorrow afternoon. There's nothing going on the rest of the night. Nobody wants to go party or anything. So I guess we go to our 2020 Best of Show. So this year, the Best of Show for 2020, Katie? 2019 Lime Wine by Donnie and Betty Nettles, members from Florida. Congratulations, Donnie and Betty. This wine was extremely well made, and all of our judges seem to really enjoy it. Next slide. And congratulations again to all the award winners, all the winemakers themselves, trying to find out what we can do better for you, and what you can do in with our judging feedbacks. We appreciate the opportunity to taste your wines. So we look forward to having more of them next year, and hopefully we'll have a large turnout, both in judges and members at the conference next year. And I guess at that point, we'll turn this back over to Diane, because she probably wants to party or something.
Oh, Vince. Hang on, let me figure out how I can turn my camera back on. Oh my goodness. Why can't I turn my camera back on? Hi, everybody, hang on. I'm getting there. My job is to make everybody else look good until it's time for me to participate. Katie, are you able to turn my camera on? For some reason, it's not letting me. Oh, I know why.
Hang on, I'll try.
Nope, I'm good. I think I'm in. Can you guys see me?
You look beautiful, Diane.
Okay. All right, everybody. Can you see me? Sometimes it's really hard to tell on this whole Zoom webinar. Somebody type in the chat. All right, thank you, Jan. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for the competition. The more I have been involved in the conference and the more that I have met and got to know the competition group, the more I have learned to respect their dedication to being on top of it, to being honest, to having everything just perfectly right, and just the whole amateur and commercial wine competition part of the American Wine Society is extremely special. So thank you, Vince and Al and Rex, and thank you to all the judges. Thank you to everybody who put your wines in. The American Wine Society started on amateur wine. Sorry, that's my dog. Sorry, guys. All right. Well, next up is happy hour. I want you to, gosh, you know what? You got to love Zoom from home. The next up is happy hour. So we're going to log out of here. You're going to log into the next thing. We've got a lot of fun questions for you. We've got, I want to test your knowledge on past conferences. I want to test your knowledge on wine. And I'm going to let you go from here. And I want you to unclick, grab a glass of wine, go to the next link, and I expect to see all of you there. Finally, I can see your faces, and we're going to have a good time finishing out the rest of the night. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I'll see you in 20 minutes. Good night.